everybody, it's Carmelina again. I hope you're having a great day. Before we start this video, please subscribe to this channel. Click on the bell so you get all the notifications. And if you like it, please thumbs up. Well, today I want to talk about narcissists and thankfulness. Are narcissists grateful for what you did for them? Do they realize exactly all the good things you did for them, or do they just forget it? Well, they don't forget it. They know exactly what you did for them, because we're not talking about people that have a lack of memory, that have a real problem, that don't recognize things. They know exactly what you did, but their ego doesn't allow them to say thank you, or at least in long terms. So you're going to find a person that seems grateful for what you did for them at the beginning, during the stage of you doing a favor for them. So let's say that they have this big dream, they want to open this restaurant, and they're talking to you about this dream, right? And you're so excited for them, saying, "Oh my God, that's great! You know, that's the job for you. I can see you doing that in a perfect way." And they're going to start saying, "Yeah, but you know, it's a dream that costs a whole lot of money, and I can't afford that dream." And so they're not going to even ask you for that favor, because their ego is not going to allow them to ask you that favor, but they're going to just put on the land, so you're going to get to the point where you're going to offer your help. So you're starting saying, "Well, how much does this restaurant, how much can it cost?" And he'll tell you a sum of money, and you're like, "Well, I can help you if you want it." And they're going to say, No. Absolutely not. I'm with you because I love you, and not for other reasons. I'll find a way. I'll find a way with the bank or something, and start getting that dream to become reality. So after a couple of weeks or a month, they're going to come out with the question like, "Well, is that proposal that you made to me, is it still valuable?" And you're like, "What are you talking about? You just forgot that." And about the restaurant and everything. And you're, "Yeah, sure it is. I told you that." And so here you go, helping this person financially, supporting this person in so many ways, and just seeing that his dream is coming true. And so at a certain point, this restaurant is open up, and the business is going so great. And maybe someday, you know, talking with friends, the friend's going to ask, "My God, how did you do all this success?" And they're going to say, "Well, you know, with my sacrifices, and I'm a great businessman, and I knew exactly what to do." You're never, ever going to be mentioned. Your name is never going to pop up in that conversation with, "Oh, and Carmelina helped me so much in this project that I had." Your name is never, ever going to be mentioned, believe me. And if after, you know, you only tell him, "Well, you know, I thought you were going to mention me in that conversation," he'll look at you saying, "Oh my God, I thought you did it because you loved me, and not because you wanted to be in the middle of the attention, not because you wanted to be worshipped. I thought you did it for me." And you were like, "Yeah, I did it for you." And they have this power to make you feel selfish, like, "Oh my God, really? Yeah, I shouldn't say that." And so, no, they're not going to be grateful anymore, because they got exactly what they needed from you. And another example can be, a couple of months ago, I went to my friend's daughter's graduation. She graduated at college, and her parents made her this big party. We had the Bay of Naples under. It was so beautiful. And at a certain point, she had to make her speech, where normally they say thank you to anybody that helped them during their studies, and that can be family members, friends, teachers, whoever. And so her speech started like this: "Well, my speech is going to be really short, because there's only one person that I have to say thank you to, and that's me." And we were all looking at her. We were so surprised. And we thought, "My God, you know, there has to be somebody that helped her, at least her parents." And when she came towards me, I said, "Well, I really didn't expect that speech. I thought at least your parents, you know, they paid for your education." Do you know what she said? She said, well, that was their duty. They're my parents. They had to do that. And I said, no, they didn't. There are people out there, and this is going to be a surprise for you, that pay and study at the same time. And so it's not their duty. If they didn't want to do that, they weren't obligated to do that. And she was so sure of what she was saying, that was only with her sacrifices that she got where she went, where she was. I have a sister, and she's a narc, but she really is. She uses anybody that she finds on her road. So my mother's entire life was dedicated for my sister, everything. Starting from when we were kids, and when she went away at 16 years old, she just wanted to get out of the house, so she went out and she got married, and she did everything she wanted to do, and there was always mommy that helped her financially. She grew up her 2 daughters. They would sleep at our house, eat. My mom would give her money, pay for the rent, do everything that you could ever imagine, even more, that a person can do for another person. And so at a certain point, my mom started to get old, and she didn't have all this financial resource, and so she couldn't do exactly what she did in the past for my sister. Guess what happened? At a certain point, my sister started fighting with my mom, and she started saying that she was a bad mom. And, you know, I have another sister, and we were looking at her and saying, are you serious? Do you remember all the things your mom did for you? And so she said, well, why did she stop doing that? So a mom has to do things until a certain point and then not do it anymore. And when we tried to explain her that she didn't have all this money anymore, she only lived with a retirement check, and she was like, so it was like, okay, you can't give me that supply anymore, and I'm not gonna even remember. I don't want to remember. Their egos don't allow them to say, yeah, well, if it wasn't for my mom, I couldn't even live, because she never worked in her whole life. She never did that, and she was on vacation for months. I only had a week of vacation during the year, and so in the minute that they don't have that supply, that you can't give them anymore, it's, well, big deal. So sure, you did it. So what do I have to do? Do you want to pause? Do you want me to clap my hands or something like that? Or they will deny it, or they're going to say big deal. So whatever you did for them, and that can start from little things to really big things, that was your duty. You had to do that. And so rather when they give you their crumbs, because it's only crumbs that they're giving to you, you have to remember every single crumb they gave to you, and you have to be thankful for those crumbs, because they're crumbs. They gave you their spare time. They gave you their presence. Okay, so you have to be so grateful that an important person like them passed time with you. So those little crumbs, you don't have to forget them, and they're never, okay, that thankfulness that you see at the beginning isn't real. It's fake. It's really fake. So they have to say, oh my God, you're the generous person. I never had a person in my life that did so much for me. Oh my God, I don't deserve you. You're doing too much for me. It's only until they got exactly what they wanted from you. After that, you can forget it. It's not that they forget it. It's only that why should they thank you? Why should they say thank you? Do you have anything else to give to them? No. So they're going to go towards another person that can give them more other things, and you're only going to be in their past. In their heart, they know that they could never get where they are, and all the good things that they have in their life isn't because they did something. It's only because somebody helped them to get there. It's only because somebody gave them money to get there. It's only because somebody made this big party for their birthday, and everybody thinks that it was his idea or her idea, but it was yours. And yeah, they know it. They know that they could never be there, but they're never going to tell you that. And they're never going to tell the world that the little things that they have in their life that are good things aren't caused by them, aren't there because they did it. It's because there's somebody behind them that have all these good things to give and help them. No. So their thankfulness lasts in that stage. After all, after that, you're nobody else, and they have to have other supply. And if you can't give that to them, they're going to find it somewhere else, and they're going to say thank you to another person until that stage is over and move on. So yeah, many people are going to hear thank you from the narc, but it's only until they get exactly what they needed from you. So I hope that I helped somebody. And if you have any questions or comments, please write under. I will answer that. And remember, you're not alone. If I got out of this situation, anybody can. And we'll see each other in the next video. Bye-bye.